Okay, girls, now with the two eyes done, eyebrows are super important to be trimmed and also to be shaped to give you that full look. Naturally, the human eye will go towards an imperfection. So if you have a fault in your eyebrow, for example, that's where somebody looking at you are gonna look at. If you have a perfect lip line, but one little corner is out, the eye will go towards that. If you have a face completely done, but you have a little dot in here, your eye will go towards that. So the human eye instinctively goes towards imperfection. So the eyebrows, you want to have them symmetric and also filled naturally. You don't want them looking like you use a Sharpie to make your eyebrows. My eyebrows are not naturally symmetric, so you want to take a look at your eyebrows and see if you need to create a symmetric look with what you've got. My eyebrows are naturally straight. They go like this. So when I go to the brow lady, I ask her to take a lot of it out here. I mean, my eyebrows are gigantic. They're full. They're super thick. They have a bunch up here and they have a bunch up here. So I ask her to take a lot here to create that angle, and I ask her to take off here too, but I do want this full so she doesn't thin it all out. Okay, same thing on this side, but they're not symmetrical, which means their arch is kind of funky. They're not, so I constantly am pulling them like this to create that arch that they should have, but they don't. I love the pencil that you can create a specific hair. You know, you can make them look like hairs. You can also use this espresso shadow with an angled brush. I don't think I have an angled brush over here. That's why I'm using the pencil. But an angled brush, something that's very thin, you can totally create that look and fill it in. Today we're going to use the pencil because I'm going to do one. You can do whatever you want. And I do think that the pencil sometimes is easier to handle just because you don't have to keep dipping and all that. They both stay just the same. I'm going to do this side for you guys, and I'll do the Portuguese on this side. But there, I don't know if you can see that from the video, but this arch goes a little bit higher than this arch. So I had my eyebrow girl pull a little bit more out here to kind of create that. But they pretty much come out this way and go straight out and then come down this way. That's how my brows go. So I do want to create a higher arch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in here to make this a little bit more pointy, and then I'm going to do a sharp going down, and I'm going to fill it in here. So that's my desire. What you want to do is you want to create the beginning of your brows is from your nose to the beginning of your eye, and that's right there. So please don't do that square thing that people are doing on YouTube and start up here. This is too much information, okay? You want to make sure that it looks natural. So from the nose to the eye, and that's where your eyebrow starts. If your hair does go here, which is my case, I mean, my hair grows over here, you want to pluck it out. This is where you want to start, and this is where you want to end. So my eyebrows end a little bit shorter of where I want them to go. So I'm going to create that line to make sure they grow all the way there to have a full look. And then if you're looking straight in the mirror with your pencil, that's where your arch should be. Okay, so you make a little dot right there so you know where the arch should be. So this is the beginning of my eyebrows. This is the end. I'm still going to have to create a little bit more depth in there here at the end. And if I'm looking straight in the mirror through the nose, so the nose and the iris, this is where the tip of my arch should be. So she plucked it just correctly. But again, I'm going to lift this up. So I'm going to do, this is a brunette pencil. We have a blonde and we have a mechanic, whatever. So today I'm going to start by, I like lifting it up first. So then I'm just going to fill it in here, and I'm going to bring this arch higher by going to the top of my brows first, and then I'm going to just kind of create little hair to make it look like there's hair there. And I'm going to pull up my hair, just kind of just get in there to make sure that it's all covered so there's no gaps. Because remember, the human eye goes to the imperfection. I don't want to have imperfection on my brows. So if you pull up your hair, it's going to look natural up here, okay? Because the hair is there. And then, so then when I draw it up here, the hair is kind of going over so it doesn't look like I drew it, okay? But I did. When I get to the tip of the arch, I'm going to start coming down now. And again, I'm not making one straight line. I'm, what you call it? I'm doing hair hair. I'm pretending that it's hair, so I'm not gonna do one big line. And I know I have to go a little bit longer in order for it to look like hair. So I'm gonna do thicker because I don't want to do one little line, because that's not how my eyebrows behave over here. Okay. So that's how, and so here is very natural because it looks like hair, because I went like this instead of pulling a line. Because a lot of people do that, they make a line here, so it doesn't look natural. This looks natural because it looks like it has hair there. Although I don't have hair all over, I pulled the hair this way. Okay, so don't get a angled brush and do a straight line this way, because then it does look like you drew it. Okay, you want people to think that that's the eyebrow that you were born with. Okay, so that's done. This one is done. This one is not done. What I don't have in here with me, and I'm not gonna pause to get it, is the brow gel. You do want the brow gel just to kind of set it. So it looks like this, but it's smaller, and you can just put it over the brow so it sets all day. So even if you move it, if you touch it, it's not gonna come out. So that's what eyebrows should look like if they were natural, but they're not. So that's what they're gonna look like when I drew them. Okay, I'm gonna do another one with the cheeks. This was a long one. Okay, this is the eyebrow video.